and welcome back to SATedu with Atibame. In this video, we'll be discussing an important topic that has to do with project development, which is visibility and viability appraisal. Many property development fails not because the land is bad or construction detail is poor, but because the visibility and viability appraisal was wrongly or poorly analyzed. In this lecture, we will show you how professionals determine whether a project can be done and whether it should be done. Stay tuned with us as we welcome our lecturer, the person of ESV, Atibame Dan, the principal partner and CEO of Atibame and Company. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sobi Aisha. Feasibility studies has to do with the assessment of a project's practicability within the factors of the physical, technical, legal, planning, and market situations. We call these situations factors that determine whether a project is feasible, meaning that is this project doable? Can it be done within these factors that I've mentioned? Factors of physical, factors of legal, planning, regulations, legal, and market situations. When all these questions are answered, it means that the project is feasible. On the other hand, viability has to do with the evaluation of the profitability of the project within the factors of the revenue that the project can generate, the returns on investment, the profit to the developer, and of course, the risks associated with the project. If all these are studied carefully and appraised, and the result shows positive, it means that the project is both feasible and as well as viable within the given factor.
You kindly give us the checklist for feasibility studies.
Like we mentioned earlier, there are factors that determine the feasibility of a project. One of those factors is the physical factor. Physical factor has to do with the location of the property itself, the project itself, the accessibility, and then the infrastructures provided for the project. That all these put together constitute the physical factors that affect the feasibility of a project. Secondly, we have the legal feasibility. Legal factor has to do with the title on the land. Is it title covered by certificate of occupancy? Is it under encroachment? Are there encumbrances on the land the project is going to be developed? All these constitute the legal feasibility, legal factor that will affect feasibility. We also have the planning regulations. Does the project falls is in compliance with the regulation, the planning regulation, the zoning, the density, as well as the development control regulations guiding the development of such projects in that kind of area. So when this is appropriately answered and in compliance, it means that the project has a planning feasibility. Also talk about the market feasibility. And by this, the factor has to do with the demand and supply of the project, the target market, as well as the expected revenue from the project. Will the project that is being developed or conceptualized have demand? Will the supply be growth? Will there be target market? And then the revenue that is expected, will they be forthcoming at the end of the day? So that is the market feasibility. If that answers the question, it means that the project has the market feasibility. And of course, we have the technical feasibility. This is also very important. Does the project commands the technicality required to bring the project to bear? Does it have the construction? Do we have the construction method that will bring to bear the expected project? Do we have the material resources needed for the project to come to bear? And the time frame, can it work? Can we achieve the project within the time frame? All these are the factors that we have spoken about earlier. So every feasibility of a project has to fall within these factors, the factors of physical, legal, planning, marketing, and of course the technical factors.
Out of this five important checklists, If the site feasibility checks okay, legal is okay, no encumbrances, no legal issues, title document is perfect, the planning, the timeline, and technical feasibility is okay. If market feasibility stands out, not to check okay, can we still go further to say this project is feasible?
All these factors, they are very important to the feasibility of a project. So it is said that in case any of these factors is lacking, it can render the project unfeasible. And that is the reason why in feasibility studies, care is taken to analyze all these factors appropriately. The analysis is done by what we call sensitivity analysis tests. These factors are subjected to sensitivity tests to determine the degree to which lack of any of these factors will affect the feasibility of the project. So it's also very important that feasibility sensitivity analysis tests are carried out on any of these factors to determine the degree of their effect on the feasibility of the project.
Is it possible for a project to be visible and not viable? Vice versa? Thank you.
Yes, definitely. The project can be feasible and can be viable. A project can be feasible and may not be viable. However, a project that is not feasible cannot be viable. That is basic. A project that is not feasible cannot be viable. There are methods that are used in this project feasibility and studies and viability appraisals. These methods are called project analysis, uh, project finance analysis. And the methods include one, the residual method of valuation, use that to determine the viability of a project. We also have discounted cash flow method of to determine the viability of the project. We also have payback period. All these are methods generally used in project analysis, project viability analysis. However, in a broader sense, some social projects, the approach used always has to do with the cost benefit analysis approach to determine the viability or feasibility of a conceived project, especially social projects. Yes, surely my advice to investors, especially project investors, project developers, is that first and foremost, while they are dreaming of embarking or going into real estate investment, the first thing first they need to do is to discuss with appropriate professional who will translate their dream into reality. And I mean to say that as you dream of embarking or going into real estate investment, share your dream with an estate surveyor and valuer, a competent, proficient one for that matter, who will in turn translate this your dream into reality through the process of preparing appropriate appropriate feasibility studies and viability appraisal. This document that is heavily and professionally prepared will serve as a blueprint for the entirety of the project's duration and beyond. So my advice is that developers should consult professional estate surveyor and valuer in their quest to invest in real estate development.
All right, there you have it once again. The role of estate surveyors and valuer in your project development cannot be overemphasized. When it comes to project development, professionals don't guess. We test feasibility and viability of the project before you kickstart. Ensure to involve estate surveyors and valuers before you invest to fail. Do well to share this video to estate management and professionals around you. Subscribe to this channel if you've not done that already. And leave all your comments in the comment section. We will attend to them. If there is any topic you want, or if you have any question, there's any topic you want us to discuss, kindly ask, leave them in the comment section. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video. Cheers.